Hello, welcome back to Diamond's Edge. My name is Greg Diamond, editor of 10 Stock Trader at Stansberry Research. And this week we're going to look at why one of my favorite stocks to trade has topped out, probably making a significant top. That's not necessarily the top. We're going to take a look at that. And I'm also going to show you a bonus chart on a very popular stock that's made a lot of news of late. All right. So what's my favorite stock? And it's Advanced Micro Devices. As I mentioned to 10 Stock Trader subscribers this morning, we've traded it since 2020. We've traded about 25 times, 20 of which are winners for about an 80% win rate. Average gain among all those trades, winners and losers, around 36%. So that's pretty good. And they've been all call and put options. Okay. So here's the chart. Let's jump into it. And you can see from this October low, a series of 5 waves that I've outlined. And then here in the red, okay, you can see 1, 2, and then basically in the blue, these all subdivide out. It's been a very strong rally. There's no doubt about it. We've seen this with a lot of semiconductor stocks, obviously NVIDIA being the most popular. Okay, and now you can see here as of Friday, we had this huge move up, huge move reversal into the close, and now we're following through here to start the week. So what is it? What is a possibility we could look like that we could figure for over the next, call it 2 to 3 weeks? Well, maybe we dip down, and I'm going to outline here. Maybe we dip back up tomorrow. We get a lot of inflation data on Tuesday and the rest of this week. So, dip buyers might step back in, but if it doesn't make that new high, we could see a situation here where, it gets really choppy, really volatile. And then what we could actually see is a move back to the downside that gets a lot of people scared, only to get a rally up here. Probably call it, April, maybe perhaps early May. So this is a situation that I'm going to be trading probably for considerable amount of time over the next couple of weeks. And we actually traded in 10 Stock Trader. We traded put options here in AMD. We just closed that out for a quick 78% gain on average in just 2 days. So pretty good there. And I'm going to be looking to jump back into this as well. Okay. So you can also see here, if we do trade back down to this, okay, this is an opportunity where I'll buy. Again, this is an A top, not the master, big top. You need to crash. This is, it go 100% cash and all that stuff. That's not what I'm saying. It's a trading opportunity. That's what I'm looking at here. Okay. And you can see here, basically, if we were to have this, and I'll track this for you, if we were to get this type of move over the next, call it 2 to 3 weeks, we'll likely see this RSI and composite index get into oversold levels, or if not, one of my favorite, in a positive RSI reversal. I will explain that, outline that, if that is what transpires over the next couple of weeks. But in the short term, look for selling pressure to intensify in this stock. Okay. Now let's look at a bonus chart, and this is super microcomputer. It's got a lot of news over the last few weeks, and for good reason. We've seen this parabolic move, as you can see on the chart here. Didn't really do much all of last year, and then this year just absolutely went berserk. So what are we looking at here? Okay, so from the low and literally from the sideways price action on this breakout, you can see here how I've labeled, and let me get rid of some of these Fibonacci levels here. You can see how I've labeled what this is going to be. Now, we saw this huge top on February 16th. I mean, just a huge top. And this RSI had reached, what was the high here? The high was almost 97. I think it was, actually, did it get to 98? Yeah, just short of 98, okay? Which is really, really, really high for RSI. I think it's a record, okay? Traded down, and then we had this huge bounce. Well, what happened on this bounce? Obviously, you can see here we have huge divergence on this new high. We have divergence on the composite index as well below. And then you can see here I've also outlined the Elliott wave count, which looks to be another series of 5 waves into this top. Very similar to what we're seeing, what I just outlined in AMD, probably similar to what we're seeing in SMH, the semiconductor sector, and then NVIDIA as well. So all these are starting to line up. Now, given the strength of this, we could, again, make a low earlier this week, maybe bounce it high, possibly get a new high. But this is where we could see, a huge move down into the end of the month, possibly April, and then we get another rally to trade. This is, again, something very specific to what's happening in this parabolic move, but also, you can see how these price patterns start to line up. All right. So, I looked at various stocks over the last few weeks. I've been talking about the topping process. I believe that happened last week. We can see here in Microsoft that just did not make a new high, did not keep up with any of the semiconductor stocks. And Microsoft is an important stock, okay? And you can kind of see the long-term count that I have here. Again, a top, probably not the top, but we could trade down here into this long-term trend into late March, possibly early April. That might create this, this is a pretty aggressive count, but this could create a wave 4, and then we start rallying again. So you can kind of see, and then let's take a look at Apple. All right, again, this was a leading stock as well. This topped out back in January. This is actually December. Okay, made a lower high here in February, and it just has not kept pace. The market is not going to just keep going based upon one stock like Nvidia. Okay, when you see leaders that become laggers in this Magnificent Seven, that's a warning that you need to be aware of. Okay, so AMD, super microcomputers, we've seen how the topping process has played out. Stocks are finally starting to realize this, even some of the high flyers. So I'm going to be looking to trade this volatility over the next few weeks, with the possibility of actually buying some weakness as we head into later March and possibly early April. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.